Hello, welcome to studio night. Thank you so much for hanging in there with all our tech difficulties. We are just here in the studio, chilling, having a good time drawing, already getting into the action. So I'm Tinnel Lovitt, and the model today is Lexi the First, a beautiful, beautiful model fairy today. And I've started with a 2-minute gesture. I have about 30 seconds left. And for those who have been here before, it is pure panic for me because I am trying to capture this beautiful shape. She's, you know what? She definitely is challenging me. We were talking about this earlier, how she went from, 4 appendages, legs and arms, to maybe like 8 or 20. I don't know how many wings are on the back there, but yeah, just big, beautiful shapes today. So if you're drawing along with me or just here to watch, there it is. Okay, woo! Yep, there's the panic. So anyway, first and foremost, thank you for being here. And second, thank you, Peter, for letting us take over your studio. This is the Caldea studio. They are so graciously letting me come here and play, essentially. And thank you, Zoe, for getting the cameras up and running. I know it's always a challenge to make sure that we got the perfect angle, but hopefully we're gonna be bigger and better as we go, and hopefully you can see the lovely wings that Lexi has for us. So I booked this like 6 months ago, and
I didn't even have these wings yet. I was literally showing Tinnel pictures on my phone like, okay, but what if these arrive in time and we do this?
And I was like, yes, these. So what I'm going to do is a few more gesture drawings, just real quick, and then we'll do just a break on stream. We're not going to turn the cameras off on you again for a little bit, and we'll do a longer pose. So here we go. I was just telling Lexi, we'll see if it happens, but sometimes my watch will tell me to calm down if I'm drawing too fast. So that's why I didn't tell you until we were on stream. I was like, yeah, so we'll see if like not only my alarm goes off and I'm panic drawing, but my watch yells at me to stop panicking.
I believe in you.
So,
deep breaths this time.
Yeah, deep breaths. So you did
today.
a beautiful, graceful, and keep in mind these are, these are stick figures. These are like artist stick figures. So,
So I'm giving you big shapes. Stick figures.
Yeah. So on to the next.
All right.
Let's see what you got. Ooh, yeah. Maybe turn just a little bit so that you're not so dead front on me. And feel free to like kick your leg up a little bit if you can. Yeah, there we go. Let's get some fairy leg action. You have this like beautiful shoes. Okay. Whew, 3, 2, 1, let's do this.
And a reminder to myself to bend my knee and not lock it. At least one of them.
Oh, that's so funny. I take aerial silk classes, and one of the things we're all just kind of like trying to scream in our heads all the time is point your toes. Because even if you're like kind of doing an ugly trick, as soon as you point your toes, point your hands, everything's pretty. Or like, appears pretty to the casual observer.
Yeah.
I am, whew.
Are the wings just like big bubbles at this point?
Triangles, close enough. It's just triangle bubbles.
Again, I want the record to show I did not surprise Tinnel with giant wings for this.
Not at all. I agreed to this wonderful torture. Enthusiastic torture, yes. I love getting to have you here off the Actoroki set and just being able to really see you dressed up because I've never been to the filming sessions.
That's right.
And so even though you've been in the Actoroki movies, I've never gotten to like see your costume in person.
You see me in gremlin mode.
Yeah, I absolutely see you in Dice Goblin mode. Just constant betrayal of the plot.
Well, then it's so hard to find you at conventions too.
Oh yeah, I do. I did not run into you at ECC this year, did I?
No. But it
was a new space. It was a whole new challenge.
Well, and with the kiddo, we spend a lot less time actually on the con floor than we used to.
Oh yeah?
So we're popping in and out to, well, he needs to eat, he needs a nap, he needs this or that. Or he just needs to get out of his stroller and wiggle a bit.
Oh yeah. Your hair has a really great shape too. No, no. Well, you have one hand. I'm just gonna fake it. There we go.
I believe in you.
Whew. I managed to get you like dead center on the page though, and I'm very proud of that.
That's neat.
So proud of that. Okay.
I don't know how difficult that is, but I don't draw.
Well, remember when I was drawing Helen, they ended up like up in the corner. I can show you
I think
actually.
I was just
can.
so distracted by what Helen looks like that I didn't
Yes.
notice where they were placed on the page.
Yes, that. They walked out, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
sea witch. She went full witch. And yeah, the audience can see kind of how when I was drawing Helen, I would start with the body, and their head would just be like, just like off the page.
Surprise! It's like the
Especially
opposite of
these
bobblehead.
ones. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to avoid. When I started drawing the shape, I didn't really think about where their head was gonna go. And usually when you do a gesture drawing, you kind of wanna like lock in the head and the spine first. And the charcoal wasn't charcoaling, the sharpener wasn't sharpening,
when charcoal
the
does
artist
that.
wasn't arting.
No! You're
Like,
always arting.
Pretty much. So we'll do one more.
Okay.
Okay, so, and you can sit, crouch, kind of,
okay.
you could,
I
like,
didn't know if there was
whatever.
stay upright.
Yeah, with gestures you can do kind of whatever
Yeah.
you think you can hold for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So like if you're gonna go on tiptoe on one leg, like
Yeah,
that's,
I'm like, I'm trying to
that's
go
a
big
you
for
problem.
the 2-minute ones, so we don't. We'll do
Yeah.
a skirt
Oh yeah, you
action.
could totally. Oh yes, I like that. Okay, ready? Let's do this. So now I'm just drawing a half circle and some triangles. No big deal.
And this is how artists break things down into shapes.
Yeah. What's this? Was that a crescent moon? Yes, that was definitely a moon I was drawing that day.
Whatever I drew was what I intended to draw.
Again, with the, not locking in the head first, but that's okay. I wanted to lock in that big shape first.
Who needs a head?
Yeah, who needs a head? No one needs a head. Helen didn't need a head. They were
There you
fine.
go.
They were fine.
They were great.
They survived.
Isn't it chickens that can live for like an hour or something without their head?
Oh, that's morbid. I did not know that. But wow. Can they? I'm gonna chat. Help me out.
It's something crazy.
Put it in chat because I'm gonna look at that as soon
Like a
as
whole thing with
I'm not
chickens.
panicking here.
You don't want to take part of your 2 minutes to sit down, Google it.
It'll take me 2 minutes just to look at chat and
Chicken
confirm.
facts.
You're distracting information. I see what you're doing.
I'm full of distracting information.
That should be a job title, like just distracting informant.
Distraction.
Let's see here. Oh, I'm spending too much time on this. I can tell. I can tell. You don't need feet. You don't need feet.
The angry alarm is coming.
I know. The angry alarm is coming.
Don't forget every individual rhinestone on my shoes.
Oh, you gremlin. I don't even have a comeback for that. You know what? You don't get wings, just for that remark. Yep. Definitely don't get feet.
No wings, no feet.
No
You just
wings, no
hover
feet.
On a
Just
cloud.
you're a fairy, right? You're in flight.
I need the wings to be in flight. I'm just hovering. Like Lumpy Space Princess from Adventure Time.
Whew, okay.
I don't know if that was the reference I went to, but
Adventure time.
here we are.
Let's see, did chat find out the thing about chickens? Let's see.
Is the verdict, what are you talking about, you crazy
Yeah,
person?
what are you talking about?
No, it's real.
They run around with their heads cut off?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, they totally do.
See,
Oh
it's a
my
thing.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them do it.
I have so
Yeah.
many friends in chat right now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hello, all my lovely friends. There are too many of you to name, but thank you so much for showing up today. That is amazing. It makes my heart so happy that you got through the tech difficulties with us and you're still here to see this beautiful cosplay, because I was going to be real sad if you guys missed out on Lexi. Okay, let's do one more, and let's see if can you kind of crouch down like you're, I don't know, casting a spell or like interacting with something. Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah, can you get the knee up just a little higher?
Yeah.
Because then it makes a really cool shape with your dress. Okay, challenge, engage. Challenge mode accepted. And we're going. Your hands are so graceful and they're just like little blobs on my, because I don't got time for this.
I don't have time for princess fingers.
I do have time for princess sleeves, so there's that.
We love a big poofy sleeve.
Okay, so. It's really interesting to draw people that have very like cute, what we would consider cute, like rounder, almost Disney proportions to their faces. Because what happens is when you're drawing from life, it starts to look like a cartoon because they kind of look like a cartoon. But then when you look at just the drawing, you're like, oh, you stylized it. And you're like, nah, that they just kind of look like that. And it's just this fascinating thing that happens.
That's actually really interesting.
Remember drawing this guy at a drink and draw, and oh gosh, I spent way too long on that. I kid you not, he had complete anime proportions. He was a stick, his legs were sticks, and you know how legs and arms usually have a supple curve to them? Nah, these were anime stick proportions. And so when I was drawing him, it looked like I was drawing a cartoon, and I couldn't, like, it was kind of breaking my brain and almost making it harder to draw in a way.
That's correct, I swear.
Yeah, because then it's like, okay, am I drawing the anime stick figure that I think I'm seeing, that that your brain is familiar with?
Yeah.
Or am I drawing his particular arm, right? So it gets to be that, like, oh, I don't know, like, it's just cartoon mode. No, don't move, I want it so bad. I was literally just getting to your wings. Your wings have many different shapes today.
Yes.
Okay.
I love that for them.
Whew, I stole a couple extra seconds there.
I don't know who's going to tell on you, but
Well,
you'll be in trouble with someone.
Not my watch. It hasn't told me to calm down yet.
See? It's the great conversation we're having. It's
Yeah.
keeping you zen.
Okay, so let's just take a minute break. You can shake it out. If you're good, you're good. I actually really liked how your hands were in there. I'm really...
I was saving those for the longer poses.
Yeah.
The resting hands.
Yeah, the resting hands for sure. Well, if you think you could do a resting pose kind of like that for 10 minutes, your legs will fall asleep.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna do
if
a
you
shifty
want,
shift.
I can get, we have some foam cushion though. So I can go get a foam cushion if you want, because I know you're sitting on hardwood.
I'm already down.
Oh, okay. We'll take a longer break after the 10-minute pose.
Okay, yeah.
And don't get afraid, chat. We'll take a break, but we will be back.
Yes, you guys are stuck with me.
Yeah, you're stuck with us now. And let's do a longer. Ooh, okay. Maybe I'll
Let me give you skirt.
give me skirt.
Give you fluff.
And you can like fluff up the stiffer fabric on the gray fabric. You can like squish that up too if you want. But I love this. So much skirt.
So much reaching. So I think that's where I can get it.
Okay, cool.
With the range of motion
Do you want me to come like pull it out more? I mean, it looks fine.
Oh, it's up to you.
It kind of makes like this lily pad shape from where I am.
I love lily pads.
Okay, let's do 10 minutes. And like, if you need a shift or anything, just let me know and I'll tell you what I'll like stop and like give you a second. Because I know things tend to fall asleep when you're, oh man. Wow, I am so happy to see you guys in chat. Like, I have some friends that I haven't been able to hang out with in a long time. Talking to you, Brandon. And it just makes my heart so happy. So thank you so much for being here. I forgot which camera I'm supposed to look at, so that's why I'm talking to the paper.
So you can just keep looking
I'm just
at
talking to the
me.
paper. Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, that one. Okay, thank you, Rennie. Sorry.
I think one of my favorite things is I'm actually not sure if the chat can hear me or not, but I like to imagine they can't and they just hear the weird things you say in response to me.
Oh,
It makes you look even crazier.
that was fantastic. That's how it was with Bryce when like we did not mic him up.
No.
And so what happened was you just hear me and you couldn't hear anyone that was there, right?
Yeah.
And so you hear me responding to 4 different people and it just turned into this like, who is she like when I went back and watched the stream, I was like, who is she talking to? I was like,
Well,
oh.
you know Bryce is always going to say something hilarious to make you react in a way that makes you look like the weird one.
Absolutely. And so it was, I was like, oh, I regret that so much. And so we've started miking the talent. Clearly. Oh man, I need to get the shapes down. The interesting thing about going from drawing like a minute to 10 minutes is your brain is like, oh, thank goodness, I can like, slow down and actually take my time with all these things. And then it's gone and you're like, wait, what?
And you're like, no.
So it's a different kind of panic where it sneaks up on you.
Yeah. You're like, I got time. Then it's like 1 minute warning. And you're like, ugh.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you doing a lot of different kind of performance things, you understand that.
Oh, yeah. I still have stress streams about working at Disney.
Really?
Yeah, to this day. And I have the most random stress streams. Like, I am not a singer. I do not sing professionally. I sing in my car. Like, I am not a singer.
Do you have dreams about singing?
I do. I have dreams where I am like last minute cast as like Belle in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh my Lord.
Like the lead role, obviously. And not only do I not sing, but I don't know any of the lines or the choreography. But for some reason, I'm there backstage in the dress, and they're like, "Thanks for stepping in. Your turn." And I'm like, "Huh."
Oh my gosh.
It's like a full professional production.
You know what I bet it is? I bet because you do a lot of TikToks, right? So
Oh,
you're
yeah.
pretend singing all the time.
Well, I used to, but yeah. I also just sing in the shower a lot too.
Oh, there's that.
Meh. Shower in the car. For a good at it.
Words are hard. I'm just gonna make a noise. Ugh.
Me 24/7.
Yeah. I have 2 dogs, and so I get used to just making noises at them.
Yeah.
And my partner's always like, "Are you talking to me?" I'm like, I'm like, "No, clearly."
Mer.
Yeah. Mer.
Or sometimes my brain is just off, and my husband will ask me a question, and my answers are just like, like.
That's like the worst answer. Like a you figure it out kind of answer.
No, it's like
Okay, I'm gonna try your face real quick. So.
Yep.
By real quick, I mean 20 hours later. Oh, yep, that didn't happen. Don't worry. Kind of went a different angle, so that's not what I wanted. I'm drawing in charcoal, so I'm kind of committed when I make a line.
I love that for you.
I'm like, oh no, I totally didn't do the right angle. And suddenly your eyebrows got real thick.
Oh, they already thick. That's okay.
You just wanted to see what Ursula, not Ursula, those are thin. Who has really thick eyebrows in the Disney world? You would know this, of all people.
In the Gaston.
Ooh, yep, they went full Gaston. Immediate Gaston eyebrows.
I just want to be Gaston, okay?
I mean, who doesn't? I want to lift 4 babes on one bench. Like,
Right?
like just one arm all my life.
I want to eat 4 dozen eggs every morning.
Listen, I feel called out. I eat so many eggs. Eggs are a treasure. I know people who are allergic to eggs, and I feel very, very bad for them because I love eggs.
I eat a lot of the kale and mushroom egg bites from Starbucks.
Oh, yep.
Those are so good.
I don't know how to shape your hair yet. I haven't, my pencil hasn't quite figured that out for me. Pencil not penciling.
Blame the pencil. I see how.
Yeah, artist not arting. You know what, I'm just gonna like, yeah, sure. What's that, the song from Rent, the minutes that's like, 10,000?
525,600 minutes. That one?
Like, yeah, that, but your wings.
525,600
wings.
wings. Tinnel just wanted me to show you guys that I don't sing. That's what that was.
Okay, I got the poof. I really do love that your whole dress right now is just almost a giant lily pad.
I love that.
So when the timer goes off, don't move. I'm gonna take a couple pictures of you in this pose.
Okay.
Something I'm doing is I would really like to try to get some of these poses where I sketch them and I'm like, I have this kind of sort of familiarity with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to go back and kind of like try to paint them on in my iPad.
Yes.
But we'll see.
That would be beautiful.
Just as a way to kind of like force myself to do something more connected with art digitally that, I've been trying to like teach myself a little bit, so.
Well, I'm happy to be part of the experiment.
I'm glad you recognize that it's an experiment.
Oh,
It's not like I'm a professional or anything.
You can be a professional and still be experimenting with new things. That is a thing.
Oh, absolutely. No. I've been trying to experiment with how to bring more of my traditional sketching and line work in and then paint it digitally and have it
Yeah.
feel not disjointed.
Mm-hmm.
Your dress is doing so many cool things.
10 minutes worth of cool things.
Oh, absolutely. More like 10 hours worth of cool things. But you'll have to forgive me because your face got away from me a little bit.
That's okay. We love a thick brow.
Remember what I said about looking cartoony? It's not my fault you're too cute. Do your wings actually light up? No.
No, they're just like iridescent.
The edges are catching the light in a way that makes them look like they're bioluminescent.
Isn't it pretty?
It's real pretty.
I love these wings.
Yeah, I'm excited to get some pictures of them. Well, if I could erase your face and start over.
Excuse you. Everything's great. It's just your face that's
It's
the
just your
problem.
face that's messed up. You know what? You wanted antenna, right? Like let's go ahead and give you like
a whole like butterfly vibe.
yeah.
Why wouldn't a fairy have antenna?
Yeah, because you need an antenna more than you need hands.
Yes. Who needs hands when I have wings and antenna?
Yeah, clearly. I think something we're still working on is getting some like really strong lighting with the model sessions so that we can have those really nice contrast shadows. That's one of my hopes, like long-term hopes for these. Oh, I had a really nice shape to your hands and then I kind of changed them. And I don't have enough time to fix it. That's okay. Because sometimes like things tend to shift, right? And so it's like, we'll sketch the shape and then come back to it. But then when you come back to it, the overall shape is a little different. And it's like, uh-oh.
Yeah. You're like, well.
So it's either commit to the previous shape and try to just reference what's in front of you, or try to redraw it. And I kind of tried to redraw it, and I'm not saying that was a mistake, but the charcoal
Because there are no mistakes.
there are no mistakes. But the charcoal ain't charcoaling.
Or worse, the charcoal is charcoaling and you tried to fight the charcoal.
Shh. We don't. The first rule about charcoal club is we don't talk about charcoal club. I hear Rennie over my shoulder. I love it. That's how you know you made a good joke.
Right?
Yeah, it's so easy to capture this whimsical dress. I cannot wait to draw it longer. Ooh, okay. So we'll take a little longer break here. I promise, chat, we're coming back. I'll check the chat and make a few comments. I need some water, so we're just going to be right back in just a few. We'll do some hand stretches. Yay. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Well, I draw all day, so it's like...
Oh, yeah. No, I think about that a lot when I watch you drawing. I'm like, huh.
Well, that's why when I come to Cool. We're getting ready for the long pose, and we're having fun trying to like really poof out this dress. So we're gonna see if we can make it work. Doesn't really need to be on this. Oh, I forgot to take pictures of the other pose.
Oh, I can go back into
Yeah,
it.
we're
It's
gonna
an easy one.
we're gonna have to do that before you go.
Yeah.
We'll just take a bunch of pictures. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you comfy is the big
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, I figured that cushion would feel a lot better.
Oh, it feels so nice.
Okay. So ooh, does that, so here's the thing, does that help?
I'll do some leg.
Because this is stiffer fabric, so I can kind of really poof it up.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think that's lovely.
Cool.
It's really given the.
Ooh, yeah.
I know.
Is it okay if
Yeah,
I?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. The princess gown.
Yeah, so we're
illusion.
just gonna kind of get around, because if I can see the calf a little bit,
Yeah.
that helps. Cool. And then, yeah, I am gonna document this, because I did
Before
not
we
document the last one.
I'll point the toes for the document for the hour long. The feet will probably rest.
Yes. I like getting a little bit of the plant in there too. It's oh, now you smile. Ah. Okay, I hope I'm not blocking the camera too much. Look at you. Oh, Peter is going to love this. Okay. And just so that my face isn't in the way. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to do a little panorama because now you're just going to be my backdrop on Facebook. Don't worry about it. Don't move, don't move. Whee! Gonna switch it the other way. Okay. Look at it. She's already posed perfect. You gonna hold that smile for 2 hours?
No.
Bryce
I
held a
could.
snarl.
I could.
Did you see Bryce? He was a pirate
Yeah.
and he held a snarl for 2
Well, now I wanna
hours.
hold a smile for 2 hours. I mean,
No,
I've
don't
done
do it.
Before, you know I have.
Don't do it. I know you can't. I know you can. I'm not going to put you through that. Okay. Anyway.
I mean, also, if you just let me know when you're on my face, I could smile for the face.
So what we're going to do now is we'll start with 30 minutes and then and then 40 minutes, and we'll take like little breaks every 30, 40 minutes.
Okay.
Until 5 o'clock.
Yay!
So, oh, am I ready? Because I'm going to do, where'd my big pad go? I had a bigger drawing pad, and I hid it from myself. I think I put it back.
This is a tool we'll save for later.
Yeah, exactly. I've taken over, so when I say I've taken over the studio, like I've taken over like the whole studio.
You mean you live here?
I live here now.
Feels like it sometimes.
Yeah, we all feel like we live here now. I'm gonna fix your dress because I see the point of the stool a little bit, so I'm gonna fluff up the fabric. I'm actually gonna, I think that's what I wanna do, is I'm gonna bunch this up and then make it kind of just softer,
Yeah.
hopefully. And then really pull that over. There we go, that definitely softened it. Because I was seeing like the point
Yeah.
of that.
The illusion wasn't illusioning.
Yeah, see, charcoal not charcoaling, illusion not illusioning, but the fairy is fairying. So thank you for that.
fairy is fairying.
There we go. Cool. Okay, and now I got the bigger drawing pad. Oop, oop,
Bigger
oop.
drawing pad.
And then I just knock over the whole studio.
Oh no. Oh no. Just everything.
Just everything. Okay, so we got some gestures. Thank you, everyone. Oh my gosh. I can't believe you're still here with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our
Hi,
Brandon.
Brandon, if you're
Our
still there.
Brandon is
Our
still here.
Brandon. On break, I was like, you said hi to a Brandon. Is that our Brandon?
It absolutely is our Brandon. Hi, Brandon. And Finesse is a really good friend I met online through another artist, Void Brush, and he's in Australia.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like he's just waking up,
Well, thanks
enjoying
for being here.
Yeah. So I'm
Brushing your
stoked.
teeth, getting your day started. Here to keep
Eric,
you company.
Eric from Dress to Quest is here.
Oh.
Was here, don't know if he still is, but and my best friend Kelly, she's here. I just like slammed my hand into the microphone.
Oh, Kelly.
Kelly, boom.
I've definitely done that playing.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I talk with my hands a lot.
Oh yeah, me too. So I'm setting a timer for 30 minutes. Go ahead and how do your hands feel? Can
They
you?
are,
Yeah.
I mean,
like
I
everything's
can do
pretty.
Leica, but I mean, is this okay?
Yeah, I'd like to see the right hand a little more. Your left hand. There we go. So, and then as long as you can rest it and be comfortable, because a long pose is a long pose.
I can do that.
Cool. Oh, you look like a muffin topping.
It's
so great.
It's the cupcake effect.
It's the cupcake. You look like a whole
fairy
cupcake. Oh, it's so good. And then if you slide your feet a little that way, I know it might feel a little off, but is it still comfy? Okay, cool. And yeah, I will definitely take liberties. I love the spots. I love everything about this. Let's do this.
Fairy cupcake is everything I
Fairy
wanted to be when I was 5.
I'm just gonna do like piles
my
of
dreams.
like fairy desserts around you.
Oh,
like
yes.
you're just sitting in the middle of this dessert
And I will eat
feast,
all
like,
of them.
You're like, yeah, come to the Fey world. Just eat a little something
Tell
magical.
me your name. Eat some of our food.
Yeah.
Don't question it.
Don't
It's
question
fine.
anything. Okay, I'm starting it. 30 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll take a little break, and I'll take lots of photos and try to remember where you are. I'm gonna exaggerate the dress so much. Okay.
I'm okay with it. Sorry,
Let's
I'm gonna
see.
scratch my nose. Oh
Yep,
man, I've
do
already
it.
ruined it. We just started.
We just started, Lexi. We just started.
I know, it
How
was
could
so
you do this?
itchy.
I was so throws it out like start over.
Next
like-
time I'll come and do it.
Yeah.
If you tell me when you're on my face, I'll smile
Yeah.
and stop talking and all that good stuff.
I kind of, all these studio nights have been pretty serious. Even when Helen was here and they were talking with me and we were joking so much, none of our talk was serious, but the poses they had and the atmosphere they were building between the art and their poses
Yeah.
was very serious, and that
Well,
was
we kind of talked about everyone that's come through so far looked amazing. They were
Yeah.
all definitely more of the badass, the warrior, the
Yeah.
tough aesthetics.
so I love the contrast that we're building today.
And a little whimsy in our lives. Because you said, hey, Lex, you can be anything you want. And I said, I would like to be a fairy princess. Thanks.
Because who wouldn't want to be a fairy princess? So this is taller, so I need to make myself taller, which hopefully doesn't throw off anything. Everything.
Start over.
Flip table, start over.
You're getting taller. I'm scratching my nose. Gosh. Could we be professional for 5
Oh,
minutes?
dude! Oh my gosh! Even Spoon Boy is here. What? Mind blown. I know there's a huge lag between my talking and seeing chat. Sorry, guys.
It's because I'm a professional distractor.
I said, and I quote, "Watch me be a cheese ball." I was not lying. You were not lied to, and you still showed up. Okay.
We gonna be cheese balls together.
Professional cheese ball. So this is the part where I'm gonna get quiet and you can like talk all you want.
Oh boy. It's especially fun if the talking is on me that I can't see chat. So I'm really just speaking into the void.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
I think what I'll do next time too is I'll try to load up all the Chaldea music that Peter so graciously let us use. It's all the symphonies, custom orchestra pieces that he got made for World of Chaldea graphic novels that are out on YouTube. And I was like,
Ooh.
but that's like not evil licensed music that will get me blocked on Twitch. Can I use that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. Because it's epic. It goes between like this playful, everything has like a mood, right?
Yeah.
So in the other studio nights, sometimes we would get serious just because the music got really serious.
Right.
And then sometimes we'd get really just kind of airheaded and funny because the music got airheaded and funny, like you were out like at sea exploring or something, and it was
Well, it's
it was
like
perfect.
all those videos that people will do where they take a movie scene, they just change the audio. And it does, it completely changes the genre.
Oh.
You just put a different type of background music to the exact same scene, and it's like, oh, this was a horror, and now it's a romance. Okay.
Yes, And yes, and
Good improv skill. I like it.
have you seen the one in particular where it is? Oh gosh, now
Bruce
now
Lee
I brain farted.
and Chuck Norris.
Yeah. There's that one.
I've seen that one.
I just recently watched Lord of the Rings, the dwarf and the ogre scene.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't the first three. It was like one of the later.
The Hobbit ones.
The one where they go to Smog.
Yeah.
With all the dwarves.
Yeah.
It was like the
one
precursor.
of the Hobbits movies.
Yeah, one of the Hobbits movies. I blank on which one because I kind of stopped paying attention after the first one. And
The Hobbits were.
exactly. So they changed it to romance music.
Yes.
And it is a long scene. It is so long and intense with the eye
contact. Well, you realize how much like prolonged eye contact are in these action movies when you throw some romance music on them.
and it's just like, oh, okay.
Like, oh,
okay.
Oh, we are still staring. Oh, we're staring and we're staring.
Yeah.
Wow.
Chat, have you guys seen those? You probably know exactly what we're talking about. Vanessa, I bet you've seen all of them.
Yeah. If you haven't, I suggest changing that.
It's so funny. I laughed till I cried when I saw the Bruce Lee one.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that one was fantastic.
Oh, especially with the fighting movies because they're taking off their shirts.
Yeah,
they're like
you're like, oh, this works really well. And there's like the smirk, and you're like,
oh, it just changing the mood like that is probably one of my favorite things.
It's incredible.
To see. Yeah,
no.
it's pretty great. Easily entertained.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Give me the cheese. Oh, I didn't do any hand stretching. I'll stretch on the next break. Your duty, should you so choose, is to remind me to stretch on break.
I will do my best.
I'll look at chat. Chat, remind me to stretch on break if I take a break.
Yeah. Chat, you remind her, because my brain's a cheese ball. So, speaking of
We
cheese
went
balls.
full puff.
Full puff.
Full cheese puffs.
This light, airy fabric isn't just in the dress.
Yeah.
In my head, too.
It's kind of funny how costuming a certain way makes you feel and act a certain way,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Oh my gosh, when I'm in my Catwoman cosplay,
Oh.
the power I feel coursing through me, I am a whole new woman when I put on that, pleather bodysuit.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I saw you in the Catwoman suit, right?
No,
I
you
saw
me
you.
it was the same convention.
It was the same convention because you showed me pictures of the Catwoman suit. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I did this the day before.
I was like, look at when I wore the Catwoman suit. Who am I?
Who are you? Where are we?
What have I done with my life? It wasn't Starfire.
No, it was it Wonder Woman? No, maybe you weren't anything. I think you were in
Oh
jean
yeah, you
shorts.
just saw me as people.
I just saw you as Lexi.
Yeah.
That was it.
Sorry to disappoint.
It's okay. Your plain self is amazing.
Thanks.
Just as amazing.
Next studio draw night. Me in a t-shirt and
Yep,
sweatpants.
just-
Laid out, eating Cheetos.
That's me next time.
It'll
I
be me and Rennie playing video games.
I did ask Rennie to model for me. I was like, hey, what are you going to do? He's like, oh, I'd have to figure it out. Gamer boy, right?
Gamer boy.
Gamer boy.
That's-
Cheetos, sweatpants. We'll give you a Switch.
No, that's what I see me as. That's what we've devolved to. It's you doing it now.
Wait, Inception. What if you model as a streamer on the stream?
Yes. Done. Let's do it. I'll have a full computer setup. I'll have to sit where Rennie's sitting.
Yeah, you can actually just
We'll point the cameras that way.
Yep.
draw me as I'm sitting here.
Yeah. Except we'll pretend that you're that guy in the chair for a superhero. The best friend with all of the
Oh,
weird
yeah.
amounts of professional tech that why does your random best friend have all this? That guy.
Yes.
Listen, if Kim Possible, Carmen Sandiego, and Spider-Man have a guy in a chair,
You always have to have a guy in a chair.
gotta have the guy in the chair.
You gotta have the guy in the chair. That's my new, I'm gonna say that at the next actoroki. Where's our guy in the chair?
Here's my guy in the chair. Because it's not Saoirse. She's not the guy in the chair.
Nope. Kind of Archibald, I think, yeah.
Archie.
Jeez,
Archie.
Do you think Archibald kind of qualifies as the group's guy in the chair?
I think it's close. I think it's real close. Yeah. If it had to be someone from the group, it would be Archibald.
Okay. For those of you who probably have no clue what we're talking about, we all work together with World of Caldea at Actoroki, where we come here and Lexi is part of the crew and Rennie is part of the crew that does the RPG, and they are the players. And then I draw live during the RPG session. So that's where we met, and that's where we all know each other from. And then I stole them and brought them here on a Saturday so that we could all have fun and be creative. And I bribed them with lots of snacks.
And I am absolutely bribable through food.
I mean, if you're not bribable through food, are you even human?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that.
Right?
I don't trust people who can't be bribed with food.
There are cookies here. Of course I'm here.
Inhuman. Oh, drawing. I'm trying to set myself up to draw all this sheer stuff. So forgive me if you can't really see much yet. The next round is when I think I'll be able to start doing a lot more shading. I mean, I keep trying to force myself to just capture the big shapes, but yeah, we'll see.
For a second, I forgot you weren't talking to me, and I was like, I can't see anything. So,
Listen, there was an agreement made. You are sitting there to look pretty. You are doing great.
blip,
Blip.
blip.
I just got a really cute idea of like a cartoon version of you in this big poofy dress, kind of like hovering though and like pointing down like the Tinkerbell look,
Yeah.
and then the blip. Yep, exactly that.
Blip. Listen, I love that idea. I would like that to be just who I am on the daily.
I'll make you stickers.
Yeah. Just a flip. I don't know. Oh, I know why it's stuck in my head, because we watched Trolls 2 the other night.
Oh,
And it's the smooth jazz troll. I love the Trolls movies so much. They're so ridiculous. My husband and the baby were both asleep, like well towards the beginning of the movie. And I was like, do I change it? Do I turn it off? And I was like, no.
nah.
I'm like, do I go to bed? And I was like, no.
Nah.
I finished this movie. I've got to make sure that Poppy saves music for all of the trolls. It's very important.
Absolutely. I'm gonna maybe point your other foot a little bit more.
Thanks.
No, you don't have to do it. I'll just
You do that.
pretend.
Thank you. We'll edit it in post.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, pointing your foot is something that would be real rough to do for a full hour.
Oh, absolutely. Like
All
unless
the
you're
dancers are laughing at me.
oh yeah,
And even then,
dancers
just because
and
they can doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. Don't pretend.
yeah, don't pretend. We know what those shoes hide.
Oh my gosh. I am obsessed with ballet and with ballerinas.
Yeah.
Like, I watch so many documentaries. Like, I follow all these ballerinas on TikTok. I just love it. But also, it's like a combination of I can't look away because it's beautiful, and also, oh my God, I have morbid curiosity. Like, I want to watch you destroy your point shoes.
Yeah. I have been obsessed over the short TikTok clips of figure skaters
Oh,
because they are mighty. Like
yes.
it's like exports ballet. Like
Oh yeah, I actually grew up watching a lot of figure skating. My mom was a huge fan of Michelle Kwan.
Oh, okay.
So we watched. We watched everything. So we were always there to watch her. I had a Michelle Kwan poster in my room. Like I absolutely adored her. And so then I kept watching after she retired, but definitely like when it was her, it was like I didn't miss anything. I love figure skating.
I have no clue how I'm going to render this cupcake mountain of a dress. So,
Turn it into clouds.
whew, you know, that is an idea. I'm just kind of getting the shape roughed out and calling it a day. No, I can't wait to kind of get in there with some blending. We'll see if I can make that happen. So I'm gonna try to lock in your face. So if you don't mind, sorry chat, we'll go pretty quiet here for a second. A little quiet and focused. You almost have like that look of, I know my food is magical and will bring you.
It's safe. Don't worry.
It's safe. Like mischievous. Yeah, that's definitely the word I'm looking for.
Definitely luring either Bryce, Megan, or Helen's character in.
Oh yeah. Definitely Bryce. I mean, he's a pirate. Like he wants power and might and all that treasure, right? Like
Oh yeah, he ignored the warnings. He came into Fae territory.
for sure. I feel like if it was Helen, you guys would be battling, right? Like magic battle. Because they had some power of their own
Ooh.
as a sea witch. I know your spots are white, but I love giving your little spots. Truth be told, I picked a very dark pencil to be working with. It's like a 4B charcoal. So trying to do light shading is Charcoal not charcoaling.
I believe in you.
I usually call halfway time. Sorry, I did not. We have about 10 and a half minutes left. Just in case you need to know for break purposes or itchy nose purposes. I shouldn't have said anything. Oh no.
No, we're fine.
Just wanted to. Sorry, chat. I promise I'll check messages as soon as I lock in her face. Her beautiful face. Bangs are hard. Everything about bangs is difficult. I should just...
New rule, no models with bangs.
Yeah. You have bang. Here's your wig. Well, I feel like I can't do them justice because the cute thing about bangs is they get wispy, they frame the face, and I just want to like chonk them out and style them. Oh, you're getting elf ear.
Ooh, I'm okay with that.
Let's see here. So you have this crown that I kind of ignored. Don't worry about that. I'm gonna exaggerate your crown a little bit. Kind of make it look. Because I'm also gonna give you antenna, I think.
We're going with the antenna.
Yeah. Well, the thing I love about these nights is it's, you know, like you said about exploring, it's a chance for me, okay, what can I exaggerate? What can I have fun with?
Yeah, what can I play with?
Yeah. It's like for me to play too, you know?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna give you like, you know the moth antenna that are like fluffy at the base?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
mean,
love that.
I think that's just really fitting.
There's a lot of fluff in this dress.
Ew, it totally reminds me of Thumbelina. I love that movie. It's been ages, good Lord. You know, no one ever knows what I'm quoting when I quote that movie. Like,
Have you
I
watched
said
it recently?
berries, not berries. Oh yeah, it's so bad.
Okay, I was gonna say.
No, it's really bad.
Yeah, 'cause I loved it as a kid too, and I rewatched it as an adult, and I was like,
I mean, that's with every single movie. That's Pocahontas. I mean,
Right.
come on. You
well, it's
can't
like,
win.
I mean, like, yeah. But at least Pocahontas, like, the music is still beautiful. Like, the songs. The songs.
Yeah.
And the art is gorgeous. With Thumbelina, it's just like, the story just kills me. It's like, girl, you have done every single what not to do as a lost girl alone in the world.
Yeah.
But I still love it. I still want to cosplay her. I love her in, what's his name, Cornelius?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Prince Cornelius. I had the dolls when I was a kid. I loved them.
That's hilarious. I didn't even know they made the dolls.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, of course they did, right? But you know what gets me though? I saw a really fun breakdown of yes, we went full Disney talk, don't worry about it, of why the Little Mermaid is so justified going after the prince, because he immediately has a dog. He leads his crew by example. He is actually on the ship, not leading them, not commanding them.
Oh, yeah.
He goes back on a burning ship to save the dog.
Oh, yeah. No, if I were a 16-year-old girl,
Yeah.
I'd have a crush on that prince, too.
I mean, as a, woman, I have a crush on a man
Also
who's
that.
willing to jump on a ship to save a dog. Like, come on.
I will say I
Quality right
had
there.
feelings about Ariel before, and then I saw the live musical for The Little Mermaid where they have the extra songs, and I have never
Ooh.
loved Ariel before until I saw that.
Cool.
The way they like filled in the story like made me just like understand her in a new way, and it was really beautiful. And it was an Asian girl playing Ariel. Not that that had
Yes.
to do with anything. But she was real cute. But with Halle Bailey for the new live action.
Yes.
Her voice, it makes me want to cry. I cannot wait to see it. And they're doing new songs for it too.
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. Sorry, I moved the face a lot.
Oh, you're fine. I'm sort of done with the face. Sort of, because I want to try to make this look like you. Not just the cartoon that you're presenting me with.
See?
But that's okay.
I was like, everyone else definitely looked like themselves, so if I don't, I'll try not to take it personal.
Really? I had a hard time
yeah.
with Megan because I kept wanting
Oh my gosh, I
to-
thought Megan looked so
Okay,
much
good.
like her.
Because I kept wanting to work on her face, but there's a certain point with charcoals where it's like, okay, you just have to
It's just getting
stop.
messy, yeah. No, Megan's looked great.
Well, that's encouraging.
I thought they all looked really cool.
Right?
I love these wigs.
Yeah, no, those are incredible. I will spend an hour just on the wings.
No, on the record to show, I did not make them because people ask me and make that assumption a lot, and I don't want to take credit for something I
really?
did not do.
Yeah.
So I did not make these wings. They are Hello Fairy. Love them.
I love when people think I have extra time to do things.
Right? I'm like, I've got a 1-year-old. When do you
Yeah.
think I made these?
You made them like the whole 9 months while you were
Yeah.
bringing.
And
Bring 'em
somehow
around.
managed for him to not destroy them in the past year.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Okay, so I've got you.
Okay, I'm gonna move slightly.
Yep,
just
you're-
the tips of the crown.
Ooh, are they
into
digging in?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're digging. So I'm just gonna shift them so they can dig into a
Oh
new
my
spot.
gosh. I just had a really fun idea and I'm going for it.
I love your brain.
Bubbles, why not?
She came down in a bubble, Doug.
What is that from?
It's the thing where he's yelling about Glinda. She wears a crown and she came down in a bubble. You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? I'm sorry, it's like my favorite video of all time.
I have no idea what that is. Why do I have no idea what that is?
No, it's from like, it's like a 10-year-old video at this point. But I'm crying just thinking about it. It's so funny. Sorry. This is one of the things that breaks me. It's so,
You'll have to show me. Oh my god.
it's only like a 2-minute video. And they're playing, you know, the game where like I like have a character, but I can't see it. You see the character I have, so you're trying to give me clues, so I guess the character. Like if I had Ariel, you'd be like, okay, she's a mermaid, she's a
Oh,
princess.
yeah.
So this dude had Glinda, and the other guy was trying to help him guess, and he called her a princess. And the guy gets all mad, and he's like, Glinda's not a princess. And the first guy goes off. She wears a crown. She came down in a bubble, Doug. You're gonna tell me I'm wrong? You're gonna sit there, you're gonna look at me, you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? Oh my God, it's so funny. Because
I
he's like
can't wait.
screaming, he's so mad. I
really
know
can't
someone in the
wait.
chat has seen that video. I know it. I'm not alone. You guys, tell me I'm not alone.
Well, they do say that you are gorgeous.
That's very kind.
And they do say that, has a dog, immediate love interest. You know
Also
what?
true.
You know what? Also true. so true. It hurts.
Especially when they're good to their dog. It's like, ugh, fine.
Yep. People probably think I'm crazy because my dogs are very confident. And so they're also very bodily confident. Like they will jump on, they are very well-behaved dogs. They know the rules, but they push boundaries and rules with every single individual person.
Oh, yeah.
So if you do not shove them with your body, they're going to push all over you.
Yeah.
And so they don't listen until I'm literally shoving them and, you know, if they're testing rules, right?
Absolutely.
And so I look like the crazy person when I'm walking them, and one has leash aggression, and I'm like shoving him into the bushes.
Oh my God.
I'm like, no, you don't understand. My dog is really confident and really aggressive right now.
And you're like big, so, you know, you got no room for error.
Yeah. Like, I don't want my dog to attack your dog. Can we just move past this very quickly?
You're welcome for my behavior, actually.
Well, I think the worst is when people assume that I'm scared or don't want to interact with their dog because I think their dog is the problem. I'm like, no. And so then they keep coming at me and they're like, my dog is wonderful. Why are you running away?
And you're like, stay away.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to take lots of pictures before you move. And yeah. So this is from my angle. Well, actually, let's see. I really love getting the artwork in there and seeing the, you know, how well did I miss the mark? So let me take pictures from this side too, hopefully without my shadow in the way. Kind of like the whole art stand in there. That's pretty cool. Okay.
It's like a whole moment.
Whew. So I think I remembered on my own. I didn't do any stretching.
With the hand stretching,
The hand stretching. And so we figured out this like goofy way that I do my hand stretching. So whenever Rennie says that I'm on camera, I will look and be on camera for it. So it came from the was it the first or maybe one of the test run studio nights where we were in the back room on a quick break, and we were talking about dad puns and then like all these like just silly childhood things that pop up, right? And so help me remember this, Rennie. It was happy llama, sad llama, totally rad llama. There was something else. Super llama.
Don't forget Baraka Llama.
That's a new one.
My daughter knows the entire thing. I'll tell you.
Oh my gosh.
Call her and record it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So happy llama, sad llama, totally rad llama, super llama, drama llama, mama llama, moose.
Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
I'm so proud of myself right now for like getting
As you
through all of
should
it.
be.
I need to try to remember it to be more seamless, but yeah. But like the whole llama thing just sent me, and I was
does
just
that like
laughing
actually work as
hysterically.
like a hand stretch too if you do it?
Kind of, because especially if you're like forcing the pinkies up, I think.
Yeah.
Because like for me, it's like it's all about getting those wrists and like fingers to move differently.
Yeah.
I'm also a psychopath, and I used to like sit there and like spin each finger individually.
Wow.
And
Good for you.
most people can't really do that like with the pinkies, right? Oh, you can. Do you have piano fingers?
I have violin fingers.
Violin fingers, yeah. So a lot of
Yeah.
people like they can't put their pinkies up pretty straight. Like a lot of people, I can't even get this
Oh
one
yeah,
straight.
we had to stretch that
Yeah.
pinky for the.
But a really good art stretch is actually putting the hand straight and then shoving the hand down, and you're not like you're not yanking on it. You're just gently pushing it down. So I guess shoving is not the right word. No, don't use that word.
I cracked myself.
But just gently pushing it and then flipping the hands and doing it the other way. Oh, that feels so good. Yeah.
It does feel really good.
And this one I learned from a good friend, Autumn. He used to stream a lot, where you grab your thumbs and then you point down, right? So your fists are like straight and then you're pointing down. So it's kind of like pulling on the thumb a little bit. Yeah, those are really good. So there's also like lots of shoulder stretches I do.
I can't do that.
Yeah, nope, not the shoulder thing.
So can I ask real quick what the time is?
Yeah.
I
No,
only ask
the alarm
'cause-
went off. We're on a little break right now.
Oh, I mean, like the real people time.
Oh, real people time. Yeah, 3:50.
Okay.
So we got about 2 more half hours.
Yeah. So we had a baby swap plan, and
Just trading your children.
no, like for the husband to get me the baby so he
Oh,
can go to
okay,
work.
this makes
He's
more
working
sense.
Tonight.
I just imagine you and like another mom just like, ha,
But
chucking your
he was
infants.
supposed to give the baby to his mom.
Oh, okay.
And I think he might have slept through that part of the
Oh.
transaction. So I just want to make sure that he doesn't have to go to work and is like, hey.
Oh, yeah. If you need
baby.
to take a little quick break or anything.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I'm just gonna grab it real quick, just so he knows that he
And
needs
I'm just gonna keep on stretching my hands because it's, I did this one and I realized, oh, it's been a while. It's been a while since I have let these. Actually, I'll check chat. Hey.
Yes.
Hey, chat. How you doing? Oh, I feel that, Finesse. I feel that in my soul. Like, I have one dog that's a little anxious and another dog that's totally not, and it ends up being a mixture of situations. So, definitely feel you on that one.
Okay, you let me know when you are ready to restart.
Yeah.
So
No,
did
we
you
are.
say we are
I
probably,
will
did you say
set
we're
the
probably
timer.
going past 5?
No.
Okay.
We'll end at 5.
Okay. He is going to my mother-in-law, so the baby is getting
The baby
where the
is
baby
good.
needs to go.
The baby is swapped. The baby is swapped.
Fun things when you have a little one in childcare.
Oh, yeah. I used to be the childcare with my family. We had a big family, and I had 3 younger brothers, and then I had a cousin that was the same set as us. It was an oldest girl, 3 younger
yeah.
brothers, but they were all younger than me, which meant I was in charge of all of that.
Yeah.
So that was wild. Okay, so another 30-minute session.
Perfect. Sometimes you just need
Yep.
to check and go, did the baby get where the baby needed to get?
Yeah.
Coordination doesn't change at age.
Oh, good to know.
Just so you know, today, so we have multiple cars. And
Yeah.
My son was at a friend's house. My daughter had to go to school early today for a thing, and my wife and I had to take our other daughter to Village Theater kids program.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter doesn't drive my car.
Oh.
It's big and scary.
Oh.
So then my son had the other car. What do you do? And it
Oh,
was
no.
And then everybody was upset about trying to trade and figure out who's going to meet where.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm hearing is it gets more complicated.
Oh, well, it's different. Complicated.
Different.
Everything is always complicated.
Opinionated, complicated. It's like it goes from baby swapping to human swapping.
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead, pull your right hand just slightly back, just a little bit, and then put your left a little bit over it. That's a lot of bit over it. Very small movements. Okay. Maybe push your right hand just a little bit forward. Here, lift up and then go back down. A little closer to me. Yeah, and then pull your left hand so that I can see these fingers, right? Because right now you're like this. So if you pull like that, your
right
left,
hand. Oh,
your
my
left. Because I'm here. I'll mirror you. So you're doing this, right? And right now they're kind of like that. That's better. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I sketched them a little wonky, and I can't quite tell what I did, but I can see like one hand was kind of on top of the other,
Got it.
and that's about it.
Perfect. This is where we've landed.
Yeah. Okay, so starting the timer, 30 minutes. Let's do this. Okay, I'm gonna try to rough out the wings now, and oh my gosh. The beautiful thing about drawing organic shapes like these particular type of fairy wings is that there's a lot of forgiveness to it because it has a rough edge. So as long as you kind of get the general shape down, that rough edge doesn't have to be exact. So even though you gave me these big, beautiful, kind of challenging wings, they're actually really forgiving in a way.
Nice.
Lines out, wiggly edges, like done. No. But I'm not gonna spend too much time trying to get exact, but I am going to, I do have my blending stuff, yes. Yeah, translucency and transparency are two of my favorite things in art, and how artists choose to handle those can be quite lovely.
I've been seeing some really cool images. I'm sure it's a thing that's been done forever. I'm just recently discovering it. But the effect of glitter in a tattoo.
Oh,
Like the way they tattoo and it looks like they've got glitter on. It's like, that's cool. When it's done just right, it's really cool.
yeah. Have you seen the embroidery tattoos?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Again, when it's done just right.
Yeah, and it just really looks like someone just has an embroidery patch on their skin.
Yeah. Well, even the watercolor paint, I know that one's a little more common, but I just think it's so stunning. It's one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I love it too. My only complaint about watercolor is you really have to have really good fair skin for the subtlety of the watercolor splash to really look like watercolor, right?
Yeah.
And not just an idea of watercolor.
Yeah.
So, it's like, but that's okay. Like, it's just like, you have to be aware of those things if you make those kind of calls. My skin would probably never really do color well.
Oh.
Because I get very tan in the summers.
Yeah.
I get so tan. And I think color would, one, just fade a lot, and two, I'm darker than I seem, right?
Yeah.
Like just a smidge. Just because I've been hiding indoors and I'm very pale right now. This is my winter. This is my winter.
Full gremlin mode.
Yeah, full art gremlin.
Don't have tattoos yet, but someday.
You don't have any yet?
No, well, I mean, it
for
was the
some
hardest when I
reason-
was performing. It was always
Yeah.
like I couldn't have anything that was visible, and you never knew like what was coming. So
Yeah.
the only really safe spots would be like like your butt cheek or something you're probably not gonna show.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I was kind of waiting, but I have ideas.
What are some of your ideas?
I do want to get. I know it's so corny, but one of them is Moana's canoe on the side of my ankle.
That's cool. That's not corny.
Yeah, my girl. I also wanted to get a lotus flower on my back.
Okay, that's corny. I just wanted to see your
But-
reaction.
I know it's corny, but also it's like, but not for some of the same reasons other people are.
No,
because
no,
I am
I was
Buddhist, so it's like actually a reflection of that. I want to
Yeah.
get something for my dad,
What
but
are
I
the-
don't know what.
What are the meanings in a lotus flower?
Yeah, so it's kind of like it goes through the 7 stages because it starts down in the mud, and then it grows up and eventually like blooms over the surface of the water because it has to start in the darkness and then work its way up to the light.
Okay, this makes so
'cause-
much more sense
Yeah,
about a lot of things.
because I'm Thai. I'm Southeast Asian. So our Buddhism is obviously different than Chinese or Japanese
Yeah.
Buddhism. But in ours, Buddha is actually a title that can become earned. It's not just one person.
Okay.
But in order to do that, you start just as a normal person, and then you have to work and live a perfect life. And then if you do that, you ascend and you become Buddha. So it's kind of representative, like everyone kind of starts in the same place, and like goodness is something you have to work for.
I love
You have to
this.
like earn it and like
Yeah.
work on it like your whole life basically.
I really love that.
Which is intense and a lot of pressure, and no one, I definitely don't live a perfect life, But it's nice, the reminder, because I feel like it's like, okay, even though I've fallen off, you can keep trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that. I mean, that's just a very human way of looking at
Yeah.
redemption, because you have to just keep trying.
Yeah, so I love it, and I love the symbolism behind it, that, like, we all have to work our way up there.
Yeah. No, that's really beautiful. That's like, so my tattoos were like a culmination of effort. I got a local artist here I saw their art, I was in love with it, and I was like, you could put pretty much anything and I'd love it. And I had an idea. It was a cheesy idea.
We love cheesy.
I'm not even going to mention what it was. And I went to their consultation and I was like, hey, look, I drew this art because I love your art. So this is kind of like me fangirling you. And they're like, we could put that on you. And I was like, okay. And so then he did. And I have been in love with it ever since. And what ended up being on my shoulder is a nautilus shell. And the symbology, what's the word? Symbolism.
Yeah, symbolism.
The symbolism of that is very similar to the lotus, where every compartment of that shell, as you go forward, is like mathematically perfectly bigger.
Yeah.
And so part of that symbolism is that if you stay in your compartment, you're compressed and there's no room for you to grow.
Yeah.
Like if you choose to not learn new things or explore the world around you, you're compressing yourself. And so you have to move forward and expand. There's always more for you to expand and learn and grow, and forever and ever, right?
I love
and
that.
you can only be perfect as you expand and grow and learn. And so I just fell in love with that.
Yeah. No, I think it's so important to have anything in your life that reminds you that there's a next step.
Yeah.
Again, not to Disneyfy it again, but on a song, The Next Right Thing in Frozen 2, the way I bawl anytime that song comes on.
Confession time, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
I should. I know I should. There's a lot of things I should sing, but go on.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, I mean, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen Frozen 2 and cares deeply about Frozen 2.
Statute of limitations. You can
I know,
spoil
it's been out
it. You
for a
can spoil.
minute.
It's been out. I should have seen it by
But
now.
it is, spoilers aside, it is a very weirdly dark moment in the
Oh,
movie.
really?
Like, it's very intense. There's some, like, very mature themes that are hinted at. The
Interesting,
kids may
okay.
not pick up on, but you as an adult are like, I think she's having some not good thoughts right now. She's not in a good place.
Okay,
It
that's
gets real dark. And so her song Next Right Thing is literally about her, like, reminding herself to, like, keep living.
wow.
Like, it gets very intense, but it's a
Did it come out during the pandemic?
no, because I saw it in theaters.
Okay.
I think it was just it was before.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, but it was the winter before the pandemic.
Okay.
December. So it was winter of 2019. Not that I just know these things.
Yeah, you just Disney trivia right here.
Hi.
Hi, this
But
is
yeah, but
Lexi.
even if you don't see the movie, I recommend listening to that song because it's actually like it's just her telling herself like when you don't know like what else to do in your life, you just do the next right thing.
I love
Whatever
that.
the next correct thing you can do is just do that instead of worrying about like the bigger picture of how do I go on with everything happening.
I love that.
Yeah, it's like actually been weirdly helpful since that movie came out. Sometimes you're like, this is really good. This is like real good.
I want to see it more now.
Oh yes, I highly recommend.
I feel like I'm not doing these wings justice, but that's okay because I took lots of pictures and I'm gonna paint you later.
I feel like you are doing because you're incredible.
Well, part of the thing is I have this whole dress that I haven't even gotten to.
There's dress and then there's wings and there's
Right?
so much happening.
There's just so much happening.
I feel like next time it needs to be like the t-shirt and sweats with the wings.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Like modern fairy.
yeah.
I love that.
Lazy, casual little fairy.
I love that. There's so speaking of Frozen, I have the
Frozen.
best memory. I went to a karaoke bar with some friends, and a couple of them are moms. And so they got real excited for Frozen to come on. And when that woman belted Frozen, I happened to turn, because we had ordered drinks, it's a private room karaoke bar.
Oh yeah. Love this.
And I had happened to turn, and through the, it's a sort of transparent wall.
Yeah.
I see the server coming, and he gets to our door just at the point where she screams, "Let it go." And he turns around and goes back to the front. He was not going to interrupt that moment.
Yeah. He was like, "This is her Queen Elsa moment. I'm not.
She
I'm not going
needed that
there."
moment.
Like, this is her time.
Started dying, and they thought I was laughing at them. I was like, no, you didn't see what I just saw.
Smart man.
Yeah, very
Smart move.
very smart man. They needed that.
You don't interrupt an Elsa moment.
You don't. I think a couple of them saw him too, but it was so funny. It was the greatest.
I see the problem with working in entertainment and having performer friends.
Yeah.
Is I want to go do karaoke, but so many of my friends are good at singing. And
yeah.
it kind of kills the fun. Thank you. It kind of kills the fun when everyone around you is an actual professional singer, killing it, and you just want to get up there and be drunk and messy.
Or all the choir kids that are still good at singing.
Yeah. So you're like, okay, well, like, this was fun, but now you're all actually good at it. And I'm not drunk enough for that.
That's why you got to find a bar where you go, and when you walk in, you hear horrible people on stage, and everyone's already drunk and sloppy and cheering.
Yeah.
And then you're like, this is where you can sing as good as you want. I will not stand out.
Yeah, like, at least I blend in.
Gotta find those places to blend in.
Or just new rule, no karaoke with anyone who is a professional singer.
Professional singer is another
trained.
level. I could not even
anyone
imagine.
Who's a trained singer, like,
yeah.
you don't get to karaoke with me anymore.
You get to support clap, that's it.
Yeah. What's worse is because I love drunk karaoke duets.
Oh, yeah.
When you duet with your friend who's really good, you're like, but you're good.
Unless, they give you the seagull in The Little Mermaid, and then it's all good.
Yeah.
I can do that. Not on stream. I will not do that on stream. Don't even try.
So what I'm hearing is we need to go do
Yeah,
karaoke
no,
together.
I'm terrible.
Honestly, I don't mean to like bash your singing abilities on stream.
It sounds like we're gonna be
but I'm assuming, I'm inferring.
sloppy together.
Yeah.
It's great.
I'm inferring that we're gonna be good karaoke partners. You know what the worst part is? My husband is good too.
That's
I
so
know.
unfair.
I know.
That's
it's a
so
really
unfair.
trail. He really like gets the crowd pumping when he goes up, and I'm just like, you son of a.
That's unfair on multiple levels because he's also quite handsome.
I
and
know.
like also youthful. He doesn't
Yeah.
look like he's ever gonna age.
I look like a grave robber, and he's older. Oh no, a cradle robber. Wait. I said that wrong. He's older than me.
What?
Yeah.
He's never gonna look older than you.
By like a year and a half, but still. I
I'm
know.
not saying you don't look young and beautiful,
I
but
know.
he's never gonna look older.
I know.
How is it? That's so unfair. You're the Asian one.
I know. I'm mad about it every day of my life.
You have every right to be.
I'm waiting for like maybe like 10 years from now, he'll just like suddenly age.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Whereas
yeah. It'll
I will,
be
like I'm like consistent. Whereas like I still look a little younger than my age, not like as much as him, but like I got some.
yeah.
And I'm hoping
yeah.
I'll like consistently look like a little youthful for my age. Whereas he like looks like a baby, then one day he's just not.
Just yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, hey, remember that
like
I
that age drop.
loved you.
Remember that I loved you. That's a great.
Remember?
Can you start your like 50-year renewal vows with
Don't forget,
remember
I loved you.
I love you.
I was stuck with you through all your baby face years.
That's wonderful.
I know. Yeah, all these people is good at singing, doing karaoke. And then there's the people who choose the 10-minute long songs at karaoke, where it doesn't matter how good you are.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to listen to it
Party
for 10
foul.
minutes. I want to
Yeah.
listen to like my minute and a half, 2-minute, like get up there and then give me my turn.
Yeah. And if it's a longer song, it's got to be one that the audience sings along with.
That's the key.
You know the ones.
Do you have a go-to song there?
I
Oh,
try
yeah.
to, but then I do it and then it doesn't sound good. And I get so I'm like, maybe if I pick another song, it'll sound good. Like the song is the problem and not the fact that I'm literally not a singer.
It's definitely the song,
It's
don't worry.
definitely the song. So I want to have a go-to song, but I keep switching it up, hoping I'm going to find one that just sounds better, like magically.
My trick is to go with faster paced songs because then it's just magical if I can get through it.
Yeah.
And no one. And
I have done a lot of Nicki Minaj at karaoke.
yeah. What about
Super Bass was my go-to for a very long time.
Oh.
The
How?
censored version. There's some words I don't say.
Rennie, do you have a go-to song? It sounds like you.
Are you on par with me and Tinnel?
You know, it's
If you tell me you're secretly a professional singer,
He's
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
He was a choir kid. He has it. No, I'm just kidding.
you know, it's so I was a music director for many years.
Well, there we go.
I met my wife doing a chorus line.
Okay.
She conducted music director. So, and you know, but that doesn't mean I have a beautiful voice. But
Okay.
I'm a good singer. So,
Rennie.
but I hate doing karaoke with my friends because they are the onstage amazing performers.
Okay, yeah, because you know music people then.
It's
Oh.
so hard because they come out and they just
Yeah.
sing songs. But
And they're doing like these really difficult songs too.
But I think as long, like you said, find the song that the audience wants to enjoy with you,
Yes.
right? Or
Yes.
sing with you.
Because then it doesn't matter how good you are.
So I sing King of the Road, you know, the old trailers for sale, right? Like just a very simple song because people come on sing. Fine. I'll throw it on.
What I need to commit to was she's just a small town girl.
Yep, that's the one.
That'll get a karaoke bar. Pretty pumped.
Journeys, all the classic Journey songs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I do, I always, is it Joan Jett? Jet Joan. I always, Joan Jett.
Hate myself for that one.
Yep. I love rock and roll.
Yeah.
I don't even have to sing on that. I just point the microphone at everybody else.
And then like jump around.
Yeah.
and-
That's it.
That's it. You're the best one of the night. Congratulations on being a professional performer.
Yeah. No, I love that one because that's the one for the crowd. And if you do that one first, then they just love you, and you're like, great. I don't even have to do anymore. But then if I want to keep going, is it Tina Turner who did Big Black Horse and a Cherry Tree? No,
Ooh,
who did that?
I can see her face.
I can see her face, but I
Catherine McPhee
yeah.
actually made it famous on American Idol.
Okay.
That was what I was thinking.
It starts with a T though. Who?
I forget.
I feel like it's a Tina something. We have
We have the technology.
we have the technology.
In fact, probably somebody's already texting. Katie Tunstall.
That was
Yeah, oh, Tunstall. That's the T. Okay. Tunstall. I need to remember that.
it. That's the one I was thinking of. Not.
Hoo hoo. No one will ever be my hoo hoo because I can't do it all. I bet Chad's just like hiss. like karaoke, getting me out from behind the computer
Right?
to like actually be your friend. No,
talking
run
about?
away.
Escape.
Like, listen, you just draw and I will watch.
And the problem is, again, with all my friends are good singers and we all do the Disney songs, but they're like really good. They sound like the princesses, so the bar gets all hype about the Disney songs. It's actually really funny. But that's because they sound like the princesses.
Right.
They're so good.
I was super impressed so I would prefer to do private room karaoke or just YouTube karaoke in my house. I don't actually really enjoy doing it in a bar unless I really hear other people being way worse than I ever will be. Then I'm okay with it. Yeah. But at a kind of like just a friend's birthday party, we did the YouTube karaoke, and my partner did something I will never forget. He did the Pokemon theme song. However,
Bless his
he did a full like metal band cover voice.
Good for him.
And he
I'm not even joking.
couldn't
That's
talk for
awesome.
the rest of the week.
no.
Because that song is very long.
Yeah. He got the extended version.
I could not believe, I was one, impressed and maybe a little turned on because he was really,
Absolutely.
really doing the metal voice. And I was like,
Good
oh
for
my
him.
God, it's so hot.
You're like, was this worth losing your voice? Say yes. Because yes.
Because yes. Because who doesn't want to hear the, you know, I want to do my very best in full metal,
I mean, I do.
like the deepest metal voice.
So what I'm hearing is private room karaoke. We can let the boys, Rennie included, be impressive.
Yep.
And then we can just do
And then
whatever we want.
We tell them to go order drinks, and then the moment they
Yes.
shut the door, we're just belting.
Yeah. Everyone leaves the room for our
Everyone
turn.
leaves. Did you guys even have fun? Yeah, we had tons of. You just missed it.
Yeah. Gosh, it was great, by the way. It was so on tune.
We should do an actorogi slash at least Gen Con TV.
Yeah.
Private acting.
Absolutely. I am 10,000%.
This
on
year's
board for
Christmas
this.
party is gonna be off the hook.
Let's be clear. If it's a karaoke night, I will not be driving.
Yep.
Just throwing that out there.
Well, we should have it near a hotel where we can all just like trick in the rooms.
Yes.
Stumble over there.
All right, baby, you're going to your grandparents for the night.
Baby swap.
Cannot wait till that kid is old enough to be my DD. No.
See, I have two friends. I have a friend with two kids that lives near us, and they opened up a road, and so for some reason in my brain I was like, oh, you're now easily accessible, even though they were way more accessible like before. Anyway, so I've been hanging out with them and seeing their kids more, and I'm like, yeah, cashing in that cool auntie.
Yeah.
You know, because eventually you're going to babysit, you're going to dog sit.
Yup.
Yeah.
Hey, remember your cool aunt? Well, she needs a favor.
Cool auntie needs a mimosa.
Yup.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what the future holds, but if it holds that, I'm all for it.
Well, if you want to, I would say, if you want to babysit mine, but you live a long.
You moved further from me.
I know. Because no one can afford to live in Seattle.
This is true. This is so true. Okay, so we have about 7 minutes left on this round. I'm
boy.
going to try to...
That time flew.
Yeah, no, I'm like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to lock in your hands.
Okay.
So definitely stay however you are right now, and they might not look exactly like hands by the time I'm done, but
Do
that's okay.
I get the most distracting model award?
No,
Yeah.
maybe,
I gotta try.
kind of. I don't want to just say yes. I don't want to just give you that satisfaction.
Make me work for it.
Yeah. You will if you don't move your hands for the next 6 minutes and 39
I'm holding my
seconds.
hands so still. The stillest hands you've ever. They might be fake. They might not even be real.
They're not even
so still.
Your hands have left your body.
They have detached. They're just chilling there.
Yeah. I'm excited to see if anyone drew along with me. I know that a few artist friends are tuned in, and it'll be
Yeah.
cool because they see a different angle than what I see.
That's true.
And so I really love seeing, and I have really creative friends. I love seeing what they choose to change and do.
Yeah.
Like I gave
I would
you
love
the
to see
whole
that
works.
too.
I gave you little elf ears and antennas and bubbles.
Yes.
So
We are a fake creature today.
I have this one particular type of like impish fae that I draw with a little mohawk.
Ooh.
And yeah, I definitely want to merge like my idea of that with like the reference you've given me.
That's
Here.
super fun.
Yeah, that would be the best. I'm kind of sad because I think I only brought one smudge stick. I feel like I could use 10.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's this rolled paper
Ooh.
stick, and instead of drawing directly with the charcoal, you can get really soft marks with the smudge stick.
Very cool.
There's probably a technical name for it that I am blanking on right now, but
Smudge stick sounds correct to me.
yeah, I mean, okay, I'm gonna try to lock in your hands. Let's see about this.
I've been holding them so still. Stillest.
They are the most disembodied hands
So
I've
disembodied.
ever drawn.
They might as well be Thing and I Am Wednesday Addams. Not even connected to me. Just vibing.
I just realized that I muted myself when I was in the restroom, so I just unmuted myself. But in theory, that didn't matter. I hope Rennie can confirm.
I think we could hear you okay.
Okay.
It wasn't as great as now.
Oh no, I ruined it.
No, you didn't.
I
You don't
ruined
anything.
stream.
It's okay. You're doing great.
I am so sorry. Okay, remind me to check that when I get back from.
Remind me to do hand
last-
stretches. Remind
hand-
me to
yeah.
check your mute.
I know I only enlisted you to be a model, but if you could just be a personal assistant as well,
Done.
that would be
Yes.
helpful.
Actually, even though you turn on mute, it's not mute.
Well, there
That's what
goes.
they told me about it.
That was a source of anxiety I didn't.
So just so you know, we muted at the board here so nobody could hear things that are.
Okay. It's like I'm gonna have nightmares now where I'm like, yeah, Rennie totally gave me the thumbs up that we're muted. Oh wait.
It's gonna be like my suddenly I'm starring on a live theater production nightmare.
Yeah. I had a really weird, like, it was a nightmare, but in the most adult way, where I had parked in a construction zone visiting a friend like overseas in a different country.
Oh.
And I came out and there was like a $5,000 fine on the truck that I had
Oh.
parked with. And then I woke up and it took me a solid like 5 minutes to realize that
it wasn't
was
real.
Not real.
That's the worst when you wake up and it felt so real that you're like, it's lingering. It's still
Yeah,
there.
the lingering real is real.
Yup. I had that with a lot of wedding anxiety dreams too.
Ooh, yeah,
A lot of those.
that would do me in. Okay, your fingers are so much more dainty than what I managed to make, and I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
I wonder if I can just smudge them out.
But they were still.
They were very still,
They
and
were
I
so still.
still ruined.
She can wear gloves. Just put a blanket in her lap. Throw a cupcake on it.
Well, I had them sketched one way, and then I kind of tried to combine what they're doing now, but that's okay.
I'm sure
Do
they're
I
beautiful.
have an eraser? I think too late.
Isn't that like one of the things that makes this a challenge? Like you're not allowed to erase anything, or did I just make that up?
That's part of it, is like if you use charcoal, erasing really is kind of hard, and so you want to sketch very lightly and then start to lock in your shapes, and it's quite a challenge because then you're kind of committed once you put down those lines. You're not always committed. There's a lot of different ways to go about it, but I tend to draw very hard, and so if you draw very hard, you're gonna be a little bit more committed from the get-go. But it also teaches you to really commit to interesting shapes.
I love that.
So there's nothing wrong with and learning to like kind of cover up your mistakes and make the most of it. So like I'm kind of inventing some stark shadows to kind of distract from what I did.
We're inventing things.
I just have another 30 seconds, and then we'll do just a last little session. Are you good in that pose? You don't need to move a whole lot? Or?
No, this pose is great.
Okay, cool.
I'm sitting.
I want to have Shaniko back because she was determined that she could do a standing pose for a couple hours. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't let her, but I want to have her back in the studio and I want to see if we can get a standing pose for a couple hours. 'Cause
Yeah.
that would be really cool. That'd be a really fun challenge. Yep, there it is.
I feel like I might be able to do one if it was like the outfit was designed for comfort.
Well, and that's what I kind of think is like maybe her outfit helped prop her up because she was the first one with all the the heavy night stuff, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
and then when she sat down, I realized, oh, like that very stiff armor was kind of like propping
Supporting
you up.
Yeah.
So you can move around. I'm just gonna keep doodling, kind of fixing some stuff I did, and not stretching like the good artist I should be. But yeah, I feel like I haven't quite figured out how to do justice to the fabric quite yet.
And sorry for checking my phone on stream. I promise I only do this for make sure baby care things are good.
We care about baby
It's baby
emergencies
things.
and baby swapping, so you are good to go. I'll check chat and say hi to everyone and. Yeah. There are some wonderful comments from my friends in chat. I'm just gonna let that roll because you can go back and watch them.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna make up like a little starker shadow. It's not really there, but I kind of like driving in some of these shapes with the darkness. Well, because your hair is so dark, it's kind of nice to bring some of that pitch dark down.
Yeah.
And I totally didn't do any pearls on your bust. So.
I was like, what pearls is right?
Yeah, oh yeah, the flowers and pearls.
All of those things.
I like hinting at those and not necessarily drawing every individual one. One time I drew Sarah when she was DMing and she had this glorious pearl necklace, but I was sitting so close to her that I actually ended up drawing every single one.
Oh. Well, I feel like you need to do like a long one, but it's like a bust. You didn't get all the details in.
Yeah. Okay, I think we'll be okay. So in about 3 more minutes, we'll start. Cheers to you. Thank you for being here. I think I'm maybe losing my voice. Oh, and I just touched myself. I'm gonna have charcoal streaks all over.
Actually, you look
No,
fine.
that's why I wear black and dark grays and stuff. Like every time at karaoke. Cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I think I don't want to jinx it, but I am impressed with how much I've been able to shade and sketch and draw this session, because sometimes I don't quite finish.
I guess I'm not allowed to see anything till the end, right?
I mean, you can, but you would just be ruining your own surprise.
Well, there you go.
So no, you're not allowed. Okay, are you ready to start?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Last 30 minutes. We got this.
That's so exciting. You hear the Caldea music in the background now, and like the problem is it's like a jaunty one, so I want to like bop to it.
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear it a little bit. I love hearing the Caldea music.
I think it's coming from those speakers up there.
I kind of like this moment that just happened where I'm blending your dress into the wing a little bit.
Ooh.
I don't know.
I can't see it, but it sounds exciting.
There we go. That kind of captures the mood.
The fairy mood.
The fae mood. Apparently, I just could not draw hands today. I typically, even though most artists really struggle, I usually don't struggle this bad. I usually really enjoy drawing hands. There's been a couple drawings where I just did where I'm gonna eventually turn them into a painting, but I had this idea of just a storm of hands.
Oh.
And just almost like a cloud, but just like hands.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
It's kind of like, hey, other artists, you guys struggle with hands. Look what I can
like
do.
That. No, I don't want to do it. That's so mean. Bad fairy. No.
Bad fairy causing
Bad
discord.
fairy. No, there's so many artists that do really good hands. I bought a print of this one artist that did kind of what I was talking about, where it was multiple hands on the hilt
Yeah.
of like a sword, and I was like,
Ooh.
oh, that's so cool.
There was one artist I saw, I could not remember who it was for the life of me now, but they did struggle with hands, but they were brilliant. And so what they did was they just found like, I mean, the most inventive ways. It wasn't until someone mentioned it that I realized, oh yeah, you really can't see a hand in like any of their pieces.
Like,
But
nah.
it was like they were just so clever about how they did it, whether it was magic or fabric or shading or like, or the clothing or whatever it is, like, you know, something in the environment. It was just so clever that I didn't even notice it until they made a post about it. I was like, oh my God, you're right. You like literally never draw a hand. They were like, don't like it, won't do it. I was like, I mean, I can't tell. Obviously, like people don't notice and your stuff is incredible, so.
Rob Liefeld, the very famous comic book artist,
Oh yeah.
he was known for not being able to do hands or feet. They were horrible. But he was a huge, huge comic book, very famous comic book artist.
Oh
And
yeah.
you should go look his stuff. Horrible.
There are some very famous comic artists that got away with a lot. Especially with anatomy. There are some
Oh,
things
yeah.
you see and you're just like,
You're like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bodies don't do that.
yup. Especially with women characters.
Oh yeah.
Where
Yeah,
do they put their organs?
so speaking of that, there's, you know, the I'm not going to get into it a whole lot, but, you know, if you say a certain name, they're controversial, Cho. And I happened to get a book. I was trying to collect all the Monsters and Dames books for Emerald City Comic Con. And so I went on eBay and found some reasonable price ones from all the way from 2009 to current.
Wow.
Finished my collection.
Nice.
One of them has a bunch of big comic artist signatures, including his. And I was like, oh,
That's cool.
maybe I don't want this one. Maybe I sell this one.
But how many other signatures did it have?
No, that's what I mean. Like, maybe I sell this for more money.
Yeah.
But I also am very bad at selling. I don't know where to go to sell things. Like
Yeah,
a
that would be
local
so
comic
specific.
shop.
And it's because one of the things with like signatures and stuff, it's like, it is worth a lot, but only to certain people.
Well, and I was starting
it's
to
like finding the buyer. And
Yeah, and I was looking that up, and apparently, you know, like there's certain things that you have to know and do and abide by, because
the authenticity
a
stuff.
signature can actually diminish the value of certain works, because it's like the way the art was made, or who is signing it, blah blah blah. And like comics, I actually found, I had no idea, but you can mail it to get certified, and that makes it more valuable. So you mail it in, there's this national organization that reviews it, they look at a lot of different things, they probably even date the ink for all I know.
Yeah.
And then they give it a certificate, a rating of how valuable it is. And I'm like, you're kidding me. I'm not gonna mail in my possibly priceless
valuable thing.
Like my packages go missing all the time, and I have to hunt them
absolutely.
down. Nah, screw
Or they
that.
get wet and damaged.
Or
and
damaged,
torn.
yeah.
You
It's
guys
like,
gonna
I am
do
not-
it?
What?
Yeah.
It just no.
Like, can I just bring it in?
Yeah.
Can I just come to you with it?
Well, and that's the thing at ECC. I was looking at that, and there actually is. You have to apply in advance with what you have to get rated when it's there, and then they have a
Oh.
show.
That's actually cool that they bring it to show, though.
Yeah. I don't think it's every ECC, but
Yeah,
and
no,
I
that's
just
super
kind of
neat.
scratched the surface, so I really don't know that much. But it was really fascinating to start looking at,
Yeah, absolutely.
because I was like, I didn't know this world existed, just like the world of cheese. Probably it's foreign to me, but I know it's out there,
And I'm interested.
and I'm really curious. Cheese has been a constant running joke with my D&D group now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we have an owlbear who accidentally ate a dragon's cheese, and
Oh,
so now it's just, oh, Pookie, I'll go find you cheese. Don't worry.
Yeah. We'll get you the cheese.
We'll get you cheese.
Oh, that's how people treat me in real life. I really like cheese. It's so good.
Noted. No, there is cheese in the snacks that I brought.
I know.
I'm sorry that there's also meat in it if
they're
you don't
over
like
there.
meats.
I sure do eat meat.
Yeah, me too. My friend texted me. She's like, "I'm gonna look. Don't tell my husband I'm looking into meat substitutes." I'm like, "Why?" Though you're not
For
vegetarian.
why? Yeah.
And also, you usually cook dinner and I come over, so why?
Yeah. You're like, but I want to
Please
eat
don't
the
trick
meat
me.
you cook. Yeah. I will say though, some of those substitutes,
Yeah.
you can't, especially if it's a dish with like a lot of sauce and stuff,
Oh yeah.
you really can't tell.
There's a lot of substitutes I like actually.
Yeah.
It's more of the like, she makes really good food.
You're like, I want to eat it, and I want
She's
to eat what
Filipino.
you make.
She makes really good
I
food.
will also be coming over then.
Yes.
Let me know. Tell her
You
to
are now
cook for
invited.
one more.
Yeah.
On my way.
I was talking to my partner and I was like, man, I just don't have the time to cook, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, that's what she's for.
Yeah. You're like, that is why we have a
Going
friend
over
who
to
can
her house
cook.
just to eat. We go over there because we love them and we love their children.
And they cook great food.
And they cook great food. No, but it's fantastic because I think she does what I do, where we both came from really big families or just from the perspective of having to cook a lot
Yeah.
and save some, but then you cook too much and you actually need people to come eat it.
Yeah.
And so I do that
No, I
all the
love
time
that.
too.
I had a friend where, oh my gosh, we had the best thing going for us. It was way back in college when I was young. And she loved to bake and cook.
Oh.
She loved to bake the big sweets.
Ooh,
She
yeah.
loved to cook giant pasta dishes. And that was like her de-stressor. Like if she was upset or if she was stressed, she would cook and that helped her. But she was also on a diet.
Oh no.
I stress eat.
Oh,
So when
yeah.
I eat things, I'm like, I'm stressed, I want to eat, but I don't like cooking. So we were in college, so we were both stressed. So she would call me and she'd be like, I had a bad day. I'm about to cook 20 pounds of pasta. Get your butt over here. And that's what we did. We got stressed and she would cook and bake and I would eat it all.
Yeah, I feel that in my soul.
It was the best.
That's
Would you like me to point my toes?
Yes, actually. Can you put just like half that. There we go. Because I kind of put your feet together, so that actually really helps me. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Said like we said before, the pointed toes just weren't lasting for an extended period of time.
I'm actually so I kind of made these bubbles, right? And it kind of goes with how I did the crown and stuff because I was kind of thinking, how on earth am I going to try to show like glittery shoes? But I think with the pearls and stuff, I kind of came up with something that definitely shows like little like rhinestone action
I
kind
can't
of.
wait to see
I don't know.
it.
We'll see.
Once I'm allowed to see it.
We'll see. Yeah, allowed.
Banished.
Banned. The model's banned.
Oh my gosh,
We
my friend's
kept
dog.
our model. Oh,
Oh
sorry.
no,
go
it's
ahead.
no, it's just they have baby gates up for their child, but it works on the dog too because their dog is tiny. So whenever they're like mad at their dog and need her to go in the other room, they'll be like, her name's Aowen, first of all, love that.
Oh,
They'll be like, Aowen, banished. And
Oh.
she knows that means to go into the other room.
Oh, that's adorable. I'm
It's
gonna start
really
teaching
funny.
my dogs that.
Right.
They know upstairs and downstairs, and they know place,
Ooh.
and they know back up. I mean,
So now
but
they
they don't know
need
banished. I'm gonna teach, and they know kennel. Like they know all their.
They know the good stuff. They know
Yeah,
the
they know
important
the-
stuff. They just need the entertaining stuff now.
I did teach Riley stick 'em up
Oh.
because she naturally like wants to paw, so
Yeah.
she'll be. It's pretty cute.
That is
She'll
super
just be like,
cute.
burp. Okay, let's see. Got your feet poking out. You need to try to get that other wing in there. You just get one wing.
Yeah.
You don't need
One
both.
wing. We fly cricket.
Awkward fairy.
Remember when awkward turtle was a thing?
Yep, still a thing.
Is it?
Don't tell me it's not. That was part of the Drama Llama madness. I was like, look at my awkward turtle.
Yeah.
Rennie was here for that. Can you?
This is going to be a desperate cry to chat to see if anyone else remembers this thing that I'm about to reference. But I'm talking like the early days where the videos that we would watch that went viral were on they were like the flash videos. on like new grounds and like even before new grounds
Okay.
and stuff. And there was one that I still remember to this day, and it must have been like 20 years since I've seen this thing. But it was the llama song. And it was like, here's a llama, there's another, and another little llama, fuzzy llama, funny llama, 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 duck. And there's like this whole random thing, and I can do the whole thing, but I won't do that to you. But if
Okay.
anyone else remembers this thing.
I'm saving that though. I'm gonna save that because we're doing all the llamas. So instead of doing like Mama Llama Moose, I'm gonna be like Mama Llama Duck.
Yeah.
That works. And
Yeah.
like that's a good stretch.
Yeah, and then the problem is after that it gets like super random. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I still remember it. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
It's there forever.
There's some childhood Christian camp songs that I have
There you go.
ingrained. And my partner's like, stop now.
And you're like, but it will never leave me.
It will
so now
never
it's
leave.
part of us.
It's part of us.
Now it's our song.
Can you imagine being like, this is our song, my love?
Yeah. Stephen also went to youth Christian camp. My husband.
It was fantastic. Like we went inner tubing and hiking.
That's great.
It was
he
a
had
good
a
one.
traumatic story from it, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't make friends there. Let's just say that. Like,
But the inner tubing was
but
great.
the inner tubing was
I love
great.
that for you.
The activities they had were fantastic, and
awesome.
I will not knock that. And I think there's a lot of organizations that do it right.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I had friends that loved it.
Yeah, there's some that just don't.
Yep. And then you just got to pick the right ones. I went to, it was called Camp Nor'Wester. Not religiously affiliated, but it was really cool. Like we went out to the islands out here in the Pacific Northwest and like camped out on
Ooh,
them.
That sounds cool.
What I unfortunately ended up doing though on one of my outings that I didn't know until after I'd chosen it, was camping on the island with the well from The Ring.
No. Also, I had no idea that was here in Washington State. Thank you for
So,
ruining my life.
Although now that I've said that out loud, it's just like a memory I've had for a
Okay,
very long
okay,
time. I'm wondering
go
if they
on.
just said that to scare us. I've never actually looked that up. I'm
You know
not
what?
gonna lie.
Don't ever verify it. Go on. I need to know the rest of the story.
Oh yeah, so it was they were like, anyway, so I'm like 12 on this island in the middle, like with nowhere to go. We kayaked out there from another island.
Yeah, sure did.
And we're sleeping not that far from this well, that whether it's the Ring well or not, it's a creepy well. And yeah, I just had lots of feelings about that. But the camp overall was great. It was wonderful.
I bet you kiddos were totally spooking each other and everything too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like, you know what I really want to do as a fully functioning adult? I want to go over to Port Townsend. And
Yes!
I want to camp during the Halloween month, as close to Halloween as possible, preferably,
And look for the
right next to
colors.
that abandoned base.
Oh.
There's, for a chat, if you don't know this, there's a place called Port Townsend that has an abandoned military bunker, and
It's
is
really cool.
terrifying. During the daytime, it is terrifying.
Really? Are we thinking of the same one?
Are we? To me, I mean, maybe our fear levels are a little different. So it's cool. It's cool. It's really cool.
Is it the giant one?
It's giant, yeah. And
Oh, I don't know that.
but you can go down into like closed off like
I think I avoided the down.
yeah. If you avoided the down,
I was like, it was so neat. It was a sunny day. You're right by the water. It was a really
Yes.
like lovely afternoon.
if you avoid the down and you
Yeah.
stay on the up,
Yeah.
it is cool.
we
It
went
is
like kind
really
of in like
cool.
the half down, half up,
Yeah.
but we didn't like go down.
We went down.
Because I would be scared of that.
Oh,
yeah. So
yeah.
we just did not. So I had a great time. It was not scary.
Well, we did. So if you go on the down. So what I'm talking about is it's a bunker. So there's hallways and
Yeah.
giant cement rooms that go down into the
Yeah.
earth. And then they get a little narrow and they get a little closed off and it gets very dark. So even during the daytime, there's kids making weird noises and they can be,
Because it's just like a national park. Like you just
Yeah.
go and
you can
hang
just
out.
go and hang out it. And the thing is that everything echoes.
Yeah.
And a kid can be being obnoxious and making a noise on the opposite end, not talking from experience, but actually I am. And, making clangs and bangs and like spooky noises.
Yeah.
And it's echoing all the way down to the other side of the base, which feels like it's half a mile away.
Yeah.
So that was happening. And then we were walking back up that, steep cement kind of hallway that slanted upward, right?
Yeah.
All the walls are textured and spray painted. And it took me a moment, but I realized the texture over my head that was like 2 inches from my face
Yeah.
was a sea of living moths.
Oh.
And I was like, oh no, I love moths, but when you see a mass of anything, there's lizard brain go, no.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's that close to you.
So
Absolutely.
my lizard brain was like, don't, like I grabbed Matthew, I was like, don't brush the ceiling at all.
Yeah.
Because like nothing was moving unless you looked close and then you could see like one or
the
two.
fluttering, yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that was pretty terrifying.
I do now distinctly remember looking down one of those hallways going, nope, and walking away. So you're right, those are there, and they are very creepy, actually. They're terrifying.
So my Halloween dream, because I love safe fear, right? Like I know there's nothing in there. I know. So my safe, like, fear junkie wants to just go camp near there for Halloween, and at night, I don't know how far I'll make it at night. I might just stay up top, but at night try to like go see it, right?
I have always said if someone wanted to start like a ghost hunter TV show of some sort or like YouTube series or whatever, I would be great for it because I am so effing scared.
Me too.
Of the supernatural.
Oh, me too. I don't screw with ghosts.
I do. That's what I would say. I don't mess with ghosts.
No, thank you, ghosts.
So I would be hilarious.
Yeah, that's
Because I don't do it.
yeah. Let's see. I want to see if chat is as scared of ghosts as I am, because I am super spooked by ghosties. Nope. Okay. Cool.
Because like if there's like a person
Everyone
and
is
he's
braver
coming
than
at
me.
me, you have your chance, right? The punching and the kicking and the
Yeah.
fighting. Like you have a chance.
My brain understands physical possibilities.
Yeah.
My
and,
brain
like,
does not.
What if a ghostie is like, oh, guess what my rules are? My rules are I get to claw your eyes out and you can't touch me. Ha 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 ha. Like, then what do you do?
No, thank you.
What do you do?
No, thank
What-
you.
Yeah. I've never been saltier than like, so my dumb self when I was in like high school thought that I was going to be real brave because there was a boy I had a crush on.
Oh,
who
yeah.
Wanted.
I
to
love
see this.
Crush Brave. Crush Brave is the stupidest of things.
I was crush brave, and he wanted to watch not The Ring,
Oh,
but
no.
the original Japanese Ringu.
Okay. Yep. That's a hard pass. Unless
And-
it's like daylight and windows are open.
And it
I
was
can see
not
the
daylight.
Mm-hmm.
And the windows were not open.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it,
Yeah, you
and I
went for it.
swear it haunts me to this day. To this day. Because I don't watch horror movies. I don't have a lot to draw from. Someone described the plot of It Follows to me, and I've been haunted ever since.
Oh, I need to watch that.
No.
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 There's
Because it's just, you just can't do anything. These things, they just get you.
there's I think it's is it Ritual? The one where a group of guys go into the woods.
Oh, I'm not the helpful person for this.
It's a foreign film. I'll look it up and send it to you. The creature design in it is incredible.
Ooh, I do love that.
I
I'm less scared when it's like a creature, because again, it's the physical. Oh, it's a big, scary thing I can
Yeah.
see and I can punch it. I can work with that.
yeah. I'll that one's a good one.
I probably still won't watch it, but that's. I
I
can work
promise
more
I
with
won't
that.
watch it, but I will work with it. I'm trying to think. What was I gonna say? Not a great movie by any means. Not even that scary by any means. But I watched it at the right time with the right amount of non-expectation
Oh, okay.
that it spooked the crap out of me. Descent.
Oh, I have not seen it, but I know the one you're talking about.
It's not a good movie. It's so like cheesy. But I was
But what it does is it pinpoints a very real human fear.
yeah, exactly. And here's the thing. When I watched it, it was sunset, so it was getting dark. And at the time I was in college, had my own studio apartment. My own studio apartment that overlooked a little patch of woods with little trail that I walk on every day to get to college on my own in the dark in the morning.
God.
With like little rocky edges, little rocky sides.
Yeah.
And so when I watched The Descent, I really didn't know what it was about other than descent, rock climbing, cool.
Yeah.
the visceral fear, I stopped the movie and made my partner turn on all the lights. Like, I was such a chicken.
Yep.
Rennie, are you a chicken or do you like fear movies?
Oh, no, no, I will
Yeah. Rennie is really one of us.
I don't think
He is
I've ever-
for real one of us.
that's
That's
That is
wrong.
not,
No.
as it is.
Oh man, all my roommates knew too. Like when we had roommates, my husband, like if they wanted to watch a scary movie, it was like they had to plan it around my schedule because I could not like accidentally walk through the living room while they were watching
Oh,
it. And
yeah.
like I wouldn't stop them. I was just like, hey guys, like it's just like it can't be like on a whim in the background. Like
Ooh,
there's
yeah.
got to be a heads up. It's got to be a night. It's got to be a plan.
Just need to know.
Exactly, because I'm not coming down for snacks while The Conjuring is on TV. It's not happening. You know.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, it's fine. Like, I'm not judging you guys. You can, I mean, I'm kind of judging you, but yeah. Rennie's judging.
Rennie's judging.
Rennie's judging you.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, and I'm realizing now too that It Follows and Ring, the thing they both have in common too is it's like a curse that you have, the only way to survive is to pass it on to someone else. You can't beat it.
Oh, I couldn't do that to people.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
think that's why it's so scary to me too. Is one, the idea that someone else would be able to pass it on to me because other people suck, and then I don't know if I'd be able to like, in good conscience, do that to someone.
Right. So it's basically forcing yourself to commit like horror suicide.
Yeah, it's scary. And also, I don't remember how the American Ring ended, but I'm pretty sure the American Ring actually ended with them breaking the curse, didn't it?
No.
Oh, okay. 'Cause
I
the
mean,
Japanese one
they
definitely
thought
didn't.
they did, I think, but or
Okay.
they just passed. No. It didn't. She passed it on. She went to a movie store, I think, and like left.
So
the
that's
film.
what it is. So in the Japanese one, the way that it ended, because I remember the ending was slightly different. I never seen the American one.
I think. I
After the
mean,
Japanese
correct
one,
me
I
if
was
I'm
scared
wrong.
enough. But in the Japanese one, it ends because it's her son because she had it and then her son watched it. So
Oh.
her son was the one that they were trying to save, her
Yeah.
little boy. So at the end, they think they break the curse, and they didn't because the other guy that she was with ends up dying. Because she watched it and then she like accidentally passed it on to her son because he like took it from her or something. And the
Yeah.
other guy watched it too. So it was like she was supposed to die and she didn't. So they thought they were safe. And then the other guy, his time came and then he did die. So he wasn't safe. So then she
Yeah.
realized her son was next, like however the timeline worked. So the movie ends with her in the car with her son, and she's driving down the road, and it's this aerial. Oh my God, I'll never forget it. I'm already shaking.
Oh, no.
It's just this aerial shot of her in the car, and you just hear her voice on the phone, and she goes, "Hi, Dad. Yeah, I need you to watch something. It's for your grandson." And that's how the movie ends.
Oh shoot.
And I'm like,
Nope. No, thank you.
yeah. Yeah, so much no thank you. Anyway, Trolls 2 is really fun because Poppy saves music. And
So actually, when you said Trolls 2, since we're talking about horror movies, I wasn't gonna bring this up, but there is probably the worst movie ever made called Troll 2. Not Trolls. Troll 2. It is an older movie. You get a group of friends and watch it because it is the cheesiest, campiest, like you want to make fun of horror movies and also be confused and also be laughing and also be like, what the fuck?
you mean like
Like,
Children of the Corn? That one
It
was
is.
rough.
This is fantastic. You can't even laugh. Like you can't be scared on this.
Okay,
like,
I can do those.
it's
I've done
not-
those before.
It's not a horror movie. It's a horrible movie.
I do love a horrible movie night watch.
It is so much more fun with a group of friends, though. Like, I watched it at the cabin with a bunch of friends, and let me tell you, it was entertaining. It was so entertaining. And there isn't a Troll 1. It's just Troll 2, because they knew that with Disney Trolls out, they would get clicks and, like, get...
Oh wait, so it came out around the same time?
I think it can't...
so
yeah.
it's not even that old. When you say old movie, I'm thinking like 80s.
It feels like
okay.
it feels like it was made in the 80s. I actually don't remember when it was made. I don't remember if I ever looked that up.
Hilarious.
Please watch that